Well, it's really about, I think, long-distance relationships, because they're really difficult to have. And when you think about it, Airborne is like what a long-distance relationship is. It's up in the air because when you're apart from someone, you can't be close to them, and the whole relationship, like just talking on the phone, it's all in the air. And so the last stanza of the poem, I think, is sort of bringing it all together. And they use like this image of hands to show like when you're in a relationship, there's not a hand to hold, and you're like always searching for that hand. For a while I was thinking about long distance relationships, but and then I just sort of started writing, because when I have an idea I just write, and it all seems so fluid. I mean, a few things I have to change around. It definitely turned out the way I want it to, because it really spoke like what was on my mind and like what I was feeling at the time, because I wrote it a few months ago and it was kind of a different time for me that I was going through, and just everything I wrote just came out. I realized that long-distance relationships are a lot harder than a lot of people think they are, because they can last forever, but in the end you don't really get anything out of them. Sing canes, they have to have a certain amount of syllables each line, and that was probably the hardest part, organizing it, because you have to have, you know, certain words each line to match up with the syllables, and that was the main problem. But once I put it all together, I thought it turned out well. I was happy with the turnout because I got a realization that it's better to have, you know, relationships where you can actually see the person often, or even if it is long distance, then try to see them more often than normal. The new type of poetry I made up is 8 syllables, 9 syllables, 8 syllables, 4 syllables, 1 syllable, 2 syllables, and then 2 syllables. So it's 7 lines, and you can only have 3 stanzas. And I experiment with that sometimes.
Inspired by just the nightlife and the broca, when you're only focused on one thing and then you have the lights in the background. I've always done nature photography, and I wanted to do something more like a city type of a picture. We were just in a car on the way to Baltimore, Maryland, and I decided that I was just going to take pictures. It was kind of difficult taking a picture when I was in the car and it was moving, and just trying to focus it on that one object, just being dark in general. It didn't really turn out the way I thought it would, but once I printed it off and, you know, blew it up on a larger screen, it looks a lot better than I thought it would. I kind of realized that I can take pictures not just of plants and animals, but of like city life, and just kind of made me realize that I can expand my photography. When we were on our way there, I just kind of got into this phase of taking pictures of everything, and it really was just kind of a moment where I was just taking pictures of anything I could. It wasn't like I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to take a picture of this, and this is how my image is going to come out, but I just kind of started taking pictures, and this is how it came out.